Hello, this is E-Soup, aka Specific Soup. Today I'm reacting to episode 10 of The Summer Hikaru Died. I am recording today a little bit later than I normally do, and I have been anticipating this episode so hard. I know everything is gonna be okay. You know, at least a little bit. At least Hikaru is going to survive. I know that. I'm confident of that. But oh my god, last episode, the ending of last episode, it's just, I've been really busy and it's been crazy, like, putting off seeing this episode. So I am so excited to finally be getting back into it. Without further ado, here is episode 10. Poor Yoshiki. Oh.
Hikaru.
Ooh! It's going for Tanaka! It took off his glasses! What the? Oh. That's what I thought would happen too! Oh! 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 Oh my god. That was so stressful! Are we gonna see Tanaka's eyes now? Oh, Yoshiki, did you just have a panic attack and faint? That's real. Okay. Let me... So, I thought I was trying to attack Tanaka, but it almost seemed like the stuff in his body, it almost seemed like it couldn't attack Tanaka. I'm not sure if that's the deal or what, but I'm like, wait a minute, Tanaka's glasses are gone. Are we going to see his eyes? Is there something significant about his eyes that we should see, or are they going to continue to withhold that from us? Because we got a split-second glimpse, but not really enough to see anything, I think. Oh, is Yoshiki at the hospital? Yeah.
あんた大丈夫なの？
母さん。
本当なの？武田のじじいが暴れたって。
Oh,
ちょっと待
interesting.
って。まさか警察とかさ。
集落内のちょっとしたいざこざってことで済まされるみたい。私は被害届出したって。
そんなんヒカルは。
隣で寝てるけど。
Oh my god. It's just like his head's on. There's just a line. But I guess he's like recovering from having to put himself back together like that. Oh, so that's what they're saying. Takeda attacked you. And they're gonna say like, oh, Takeda is out of his mind, so that's why he attacked. And Tanaka isn't gonna be involved. Meanwhile, we don't see Tanaka's eyes here right now.
ここまで長かった。本当運がいい。この時代に権限しているとは。
In this era.
それにすごく面白い。自我を持つどころか、自らを弱体化させている。
Oh, he knows that he chose to weaken himself.
すでに果たされつつあったってことです。
So what is your ultimate goal? To catch Nonoki Unuki-sama? No, that would make sense, especially because he has the marks on his neck, and I'm still thinking he's that kid, Kurabayashi's child, who was attacked by, like, his father. Oh, that's so interesting. If, like, maybe his ultimate goal is to kill Nonoki-sama or Unuki-sama because of that attack. But the thing is, are they the same entity? Like, the entity... Because what Hikaru says is that he doesn't remember like ever inhabiting a body before this. So was he inhabiting the father's body in that instance, or was he just like a formless blob? And does he like, did he do stuff before and then forget it after moving on to inhabit another body? Is that how that works? Like, it's so interesting because I'm still like, are they the same thing or not? Like, we don't know.
時間がかかるんや。
Yeah.
命に関わるダメージの時は。
Oh man.
親父は
多分助からんらしい。心臓発作やと。
Oh.
駆けつけたが間に合わなかった。すみません。
Yeah, what's up with his eyes?
いや、正直、俺
Because
も嫁も
I
ほっと
still see
しとる。
people saying that he's blind. My question is then, how does he drive? I saw something about, like, someone was saying, oh, does he use the hamster's eyes for it, like, to be his eyes? Is that how the hamster works? But I'm still, like, thinking, like, how can Tanaka be blind? He doesn't... I guess if he always has the hamster and he's using the hamster to see for him, that would make sense. But he just doesn't really act like it. And again, there's the driving question. I always thought that, like, oh, he's hiding his eyes because he might have maybe some indicator that he was mixed and it changed his eyes maybe in a similar way to the way that there's, like, red in Hikaru's eyes. But now I don't know, because they kind of just look, there's not red. They kind of just look like kind of grayed out or cloudy in the way that they might look if you have certain eye conditions that make you blind.
不謹慎やけどな。
そういえば僕のサングラス知りませんか？
目の前にあるやろ。
Oh, he is!
おい、お前。
Because he doesn't have the hamster right now.
目が見えとらんのか。
He is! What? He has to be using the hamster because he normally doesn't knock stuff over like that too. But he doesn't have the hamster with him right now. Or he puts on the glasses and they're like magic glasses and he can see, like, I don't know. Okay, hold on. I guess that answered that question.
本当にありがとうございます。お世話になりました。いける？
これは霊障の一種です。これかけてれば見えます。
What?
会社支給なんが尺すけ。
Oh, okay. A paranormal impairment.
ずっと昔っす。
Okay, so it's not the hamster, it's literally the glasses.
待て。お前は一体何が目的でここに来た？
仕事ですけど、うちの会社はね、あの世由来のあるものを探してるんです。
ちゃう。会社やなくて、お前個人の目的や。そこまでやるには理由があるやろ。
意外と鋭いな。脳抜き様、あれを何とかする気なのは間違ってないっすよ。少なからず僕は人間の味方ですから。ただちょっとやることが増えました。
What does that mean?
よしき、あんた本当にもう大丈夫なの？
ほんま、ヒカルも？
ねえ、なんで武田さん家に行ったわけ？危ないこととかに巻き込まれてないよね？もし困ってるなら。
平気やから。
That's interesting that she's asking him if he's involved in shady business because he was at Takeda's. Does she know anything about the people in the village who have, like, you know, superstitions as she might think of it? Like, I wonder if she knows about that, like, Takeda and the group of people and, like, what they believe, and if she thinks that they're shady because of that. Or maybe she just has no idea and she's just like, well, why would you be there? Oh. His shirt. Oh, hey, Dad.
よしき、大丈夫か？
別に。
God, the most that they've, like, interacted at all ever in this show. I mean, other than the flashback. Alright, wait. Oh, man.
20代が希望ヶ山町ダルマツカトンネル付近での目撃情報を最後に行方不明となっています。このトンネルは心霊スポットとして知られており、VTuber であった男性は先月20日 SNS にダルマツカに行ってくる。生きて帰れたら動画。
なあ、
Oh,
知っとる？
lovely.
ダルマ塚トンネルがなんで心霊スポットになったんか。
有名なとこやけど、なんでかは全然。
ここね、昔人の骨が見つかったんよ。大量の古い骨。それも変なことに胴体の骨だけやったの。その後腕刈りでは腕の
Ooh, the
骨
way
だ
they're
けが、
showing it is really cool.
足取りでは足の骨だけが見つか
All
っ
over
た
the map, yeah.
分割埋葬の習慣があったと言われとるけどね。一番不思議なんが、
Wait a minute. Burying people. They never found the skulls. They're burying different parts of people relative to the part of the body of like whatever village it is. Oh, that's crazy. But then the skulls should be in... Wait, are they in the head? I've forgotten which village they're in, like what body part it is. But yeah, you would assume the skulls would be in the head part.
頭蓋骨だけどっからも見つかってないんよ。
頭蓋骨だけ。そういえば俺が見てきた化け物たち
We're
も
messed up above the
首
neck.
から上がおかしい
Yes.
奴らばっか。
でも
People were being
妙やね
beheaded.
その人刀の2日経っても何の動きもない。何が目的なんやろね。
霊媒師とかですか。
So, if it is, I'm wondering, does she know what he looks like? Because I'm really thinking that could be her son. But I guess there's a possibility that it's not her son, it's someone else who had something done to him by Nonaki-sama. But it really seems like it could be her son, but I guess she hasn't personally run into him yet.
刀の2日経っても何の動きもない。何が目的なんやろね。
霊媒師とかですか。こいつを払うために。
いや無理無理こんなの払えやせんわよ。
This kind of thing can't be
だいぶ弱っ
exercised.
とるけど、人間がどうこうできるレベルやないよ。
Oh, okay.
人ができるんは物理的に村から連れ出すとか閉じ込めちゃうと
Oh
か。
no! Oh
常に
no!
警戒して危ななったらうちに逃げなさい。私もその男調べてみるわ。
調べるってどうやって。
見える人には見える人なりの探し方があるんよ。霊媒か。もしくはあの
Ooh, and
会
she
社
knows
の
about the company. Are you waking up?
おい、光る。大丈夫か。
Hello?
光る。
What's he doing? What's he doing? What's happening? Oh. Some kind of mixing.
あんた自分の名前言える？
光る、インド光です。俺今何して？
よかった。戻ってきたね。
よしき。
よかった。
俺2日も寝とったんか。
お前痛覚なかったんとちゃうの。
Yeah, but that changed.
最近ちょっと。
光くんね、だいぶ弱っとるやろ。初めて会った時から思っとったけど、私が山から感じ取った気配よりだいぶ小さい。
Well, he did weaken himself.
俺のせいやな。
No.
ちゃうよ。そういうんやめろや。そやあいつグラサンのおっさん。あの刀普通やなかった。多分いわくつきや。それ分かっとって俺は。
No.
俺はアホや。
Oh,
何も気づかんで。
I can't not laugh when I see that scene. But he's like, damn, I thought that dude was cool.
そしたら逃げんで。また首切られてもくっつくしな。でもなんか首取りやすくなったか
Oh,
も。
Lord.
なあ、その線消えへんの。
え、何線？
いや、首の。
うわっ待って、ほんまに首取れるかも。
No.
あ、待て待て待て。
うそー。
おい、ふざけんな。
これ触ってみ。 気持ち悪い。元気十分。元気だったらダメだ。
もんな。
Oh. Oh, thank goodness. I'm guessing other people can't see that line.
可愛いよな。
は？
ヒカル
Oh.
おらんとつまんねーって10回くらい言っとったけど。
言ってね
言っとったよ。
That's so cute.
え。てか、さっきから何書いとんの？
いや、別に。
うぬきさん調べとんのか？
Trade head for request.
うぬきさんやろ？
Hey, yeah, he just did.
教えたるわ。ここら辺に昔あった。
Oh, so he knows about it too, and he actually says unuki instead of nonoki. See, what is the difference between unuki and nonoki? I want to know. But also, hold on, what was he writing?
てか、さっきから何書いとんの？
いや、
Trade head for request. I mean, he wouldn't go around trading Hikaru's head to Tanaka. What could that mean then? Trade head for request. What?
別に。
うぬきさん調べとんのか？
今なん、
うぬきさんやろ？へへ、教えたるわ。ここら辺に昔あった隠語やで。昔この辺りにはな、口減らしの風習があったんよ。疫病が多くて貧しい土地やったから、子供を中絶するために薬を作った。山で取れる水銀から作ったこの土地だ
Oh,
け
not
の薬。
mercury.
それの名前が確かうろ抜き薬、間引き薬って意味らしいで。
水銀。
Uronuki.
金属地のニサ山の名前の由来か。
ニサ山？
ニサって水銀のことやね。神社とも。
Oh.
やから
お
打開薬を使うことを山のうぬきさんにお返しするって隠語で表すようになって。
interesting.
そんでそのうち山の神様として祀られたりして、それから不思議と疫病とかが収まったんやって。
Okay.
俺覚えとらんけど、その頃から山におったんか。ニサ山でヒカルが行方不明になったんもうぬきさんのせいかもな。
そんな神様おるわけないやろ。
意外とすぐ近くにおるかもな。怖もしさ、ほんまに近くにおったらどうする？
He's really
例
just.
えば誰かに成り代わってたりしてて。
Bro. You can't say that, especially not when oh my god, what's her name? Why am I forgetting her name? The short-haired girl. Especially not when she knows, she doesn't know the exact situation, but she knows that you're possessed by some kind of ghost or something. You can't just
そんなんすぐ気づく
I
や
bet
ろ。
we notice right
山に
away.
帰れっつって帰ってもらうわ。
考えたら
Right.
怖いな。
Exactly.
でもそういうんって大体最後はボロが出て結局元の場所に帰るんちゃう？
Aww.
てか、マキ、なんでそんなに詳しいん？
あ、兄貴がオカルトマニアやね。
Can you tell us about your
今
big
東京の大学で
brother?
民族学勉強しとる。
Oh.
なあ、ちょっと今、マインで聞いてくれへん？
Yeah, maybe he could help. That's interesting, but
東京の大
poor
学行っとるんや
Hikaru.
な、マキの兄
Like
貴。
just hearing that from everyone. Obviously they don't have the full context and they don't know except for what's her name. See, this is what happens when I go longer than a week without watching this. I forget everything. Asuko. Like she knows, but everyone else, other than Yoshiki, has no context. So they're just like, yeah, send him back to the mountain. And he's just feeling, it's just going to add to his feeling of maybe I need to put myself back there. But Yoshiki was already like, no, absolutely not. And kind of we'll find a place for you, but it's not going to be back on the mountain,
ああ、
Aww.
よしきも行きたいんやったっけ？
Wait, I
何
missed
の勉強
what?
する？
東京の大学行っとるんやな、
うん
マキの兄貴。
ああ、よしきも行きたいんやったっけ？何の勉強するん？虫博士。
Bugs and critters.
虫博士はありやな。
Aww. He really likes bugs.
そういやお前、昨日の夜うち来たよな。何やったん？わからん。記憶がぼんやりしとって。
Oh, okay.
そんなことした。
Wait. spoiler warning for the manga. I think this was in volume 4, but I will confirm that and put it like somewhere in text and in the description to be sure. But I think in volume 4 there was something what I do is I watch an episode and then I read in the manga up to the point that that last episode had stopped. And I think it was the end of volume 4 where Hikaru gets his head cut off. But there was something that I was like, oh, I guess they're putting this in the anime out of order. Like they're going to do it later on. Because there was something that happens like before that stuff where you just see like kind of a silhouette and a pair of eyes. And it's like at Yoshiki's door or something. And he's like, hey, what's up? And it's like, it says that it's Hikaru. And then later on, he's like, why did you came to my house last night? That was weird. And Hikaru is kind of like, oh, my memory's fuzzy. And you're like, what was that about? And I was surprised reading it in the manga because it hadn't come up in the anime yet. So they just pushed the pacing. It actually makes sense to put it a little bit later with how the anime has been going. I kind of understand why they did that. But anyway, now we're getting that. But we're getting the conversation of like, hey, you came to my house before we see like the eyes and whatever Hikaru or whatever it was at his house. So that's interesting. Spoilers over now.
What? わからん。記憶がぼんやりしとって。なんでそんなことしたんやろ。
Weird.
来たで。兄貴から返事。おお。
What is that
分損
emoji?
した1700年頃には、うぬきさんの信仰はとっくに失われてた。が、藩ではこの地域に介入するとたたられるとささやかれ続けてたんよ。そしたら当時弾圧されてた別の宗教の信者たちが逃げてきて、これ幸いと住み着いた。だから希望ヶ山には今も教会が多い。
So I think Kibogayama has a lot of Christian churches, but I think it's Kubitachi Village that doesn't have any Christian churches.
やってよ。こんなん知りたがるとか、もしやお前もオカルトマニアか？
ああ、うん。でも、首たちには教会なんか一個も。
Yes, okay, I
神社
remembered
ですら
right.
一つだけやのに。信仰が失われた。本当にそうなんか？
この祭りはな、もともとあの山の神さんための祭りやねん。
失われたんやなくて変容したんやとしたら、
Yeah.
ぬきさん、山の神様への信仰はどこかの時点で変化した。名前
Oh,
が
what
変
did
わ
he
るのはよ
write?
く
The changing names he wrote.
やなくて変
Right,
容したん
because
や
the
としたら。
first name was different. It was when
ぬ
they
きさん、
took the abortion pills and it was like baby killer.
山の神様への信仰はどこかの時点で変化した。
Oronuki, which is like baby eating or baby killing or whatever they said. And then Unuki. Oronuki, Unuki, and then Nonuki. Right, the names could have changed. And maybe that's why, like, the Indo family knows a more ancient name, so they call it Unuki. But then we have most people now calling it Nonuki.
名前が変わるんはよくあることや。やとしたら分損した1700年頃はもう、うぬきさんやなく、のぬき様で、分損も信仰の形に関係しとる。
Hello.
のぬき様は、大量死を境にたたり神になった。夜べを失った村人たちは、代わりに新たな宗教の神様を受け入れ、のぬき様は忘れ去られる。
Oh.
けど、のぬき様信仰は、
Right.
首たちには事実残っとる。他の村はのぬき様を忘れたけど、首たちだけは忘れんかった。忘れられへんかった。インド家が犯した罪の落とし前をつける必要があったから。
What did they do? Did they behead someone? And why did they behead
解放
them?
されんかった。
Like,
よしき。
what was the
見
reason?
とる
Oh.
何？
いや、どこまで話したっけ？
俺が最初はうぬきさんやったとか。あのグラさんのおっさんはどこまで知っとんのやろ。つうか何もしてこやんやんな。
He's so cute with
な
the
んかしてくる
pillow.
前に、武田のじいさんが言うとったどう調べんと。
武田のじいさんってさ、あの後どうなったんやろ。
Oh, that's kind of interesting because it kind of feels like he's showing empathy for for someone who attacked them, but also he was possessed. But it's interesting because he's showing empathy for like another human who isn't his direct friend. I feel like Yoshiki might notice that and be like, oh, like, I don't know, that feels like character development, like him just having that concern about Takeda. Oh, are they gonna go check in? Oh wait, what is this? The shrine? What are we doing? Oh, okay, heads. Okay, no. Is this where the skulls are? Is this where the... Okay, they're made out of wood, but what if the skulls are behind them? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Okay, so they're just going into the Indo family shrine. Okay, I like, they talked about Takeda, and then I was like, are they paying the Takeda house a visit? Okay, oh my god, hold up. I kind of want to see what he saw. Okay, I don't think Netflix is going to be very good with, like, trying to go frame by frame. That's his grandpa? I'm not going to be able to see. Dang it! Okubi-sama. Or wait, is that his dad? Oh, that's his dad. I'm sorry. For some reason I thought that it might be his grandpa when he was younger, but that's his dad. That's why we offer these heads. In exchange, Unuki-sama helps us out. Hello? Like, real heads? Bro? Like real heads? Oh my god, real heads. Like, they offer real heads, and then they make wood replacements. He's just casually saying this. Okay. Oh my god. Coincidence. Oh, that's funny. Right. Oh my god. Most of them. Oh my god. Right, exactly.
Hikaru, これがこの村の子や。絶対忘れたらあかんで。それに、インド家の罪のことも。
ベタに人殺しの村やったんか。
Yeah, it's a murder village.
そら隠すわな。
Yeah.
特定の捧げ物って。
That's what I thought they'd been doing, but I just wanted to know why. It's literally as simple as, like, we're offering them to Uniki-sama. Like, that's it. I mean, I guess it makes sense if you experience, like, a famine and then things get a little bit better and you're like, well, we offered up a human head and things got better. I guess we better keep doing that. But now it just turns around on you because now you're cursed because you offered up human heads. What's this?
やっぱりない。ここにヒチさんがあったんや。
So Hichi-san is the little head, the little nut looking thing.
うぬきさんにお返しするんやって。
And he's got it.
でも、 俺は願いを叶えるに首なんかいらんのに、なんで？
ヒカルの記憶全部思い出したんか？結局インドの罪言うんは。
思い出せ。そこはまだもやがかかっとる。
ダメか。他にヒカルのお父やんと親しくていろいろと知ってそうな人なんて。
His father?
俺に
Your
は
father?
おる
Your father!
けど。
But he doesn't want to talk. But your father! They're gonna talk to his dad! Hold up. Do we got an after credits scene finally after so long? And see, there's the line in his neck in the credits.
俺は冷たくて空っぽや。だからたくさん入れたい。俺の中に飲み込んで。そしたら満たされるから。それが俺のやるべきこと。
This is when he visited his house.
ヒカル？なんやボケっとつったって。どうしたん？
Oh, so he came over, like, it was like his instincts took over for a moment. Like, his instinct is to swallow up people's souls. And he's especially tempted after Yoshiki's soul. But then he's fighting that with, like, both the emotions from original Hikaru and the way he feels now after, you know, in this form getting close to Yoshiki. He's, like, fighting that because he doesn't, his rational mind and, like, his feelings mind, I guess, they don't want Yoshiki to die, but his internal, like, Unuki-sama, like, instinct is still to swallow people up because he feels empty. Oh, that's so interesting. So that must be what happened when he came to his house, is that he, like, that instinctual drive came over him, and this is what he looked like when he killed Matsuri-san.
ヒカル？なんやボケっとつったって。どうしたん？そこにおらんで入ってこいよ。
He's looking at his soul.
あったかい。
ヒカル？
And then he was like, nope, I can't do that.
ごめん。
Oh.
ええわ。
But it's he has the power to stop himself.
ヒカル？
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was episode 10 of The Summer Hikaru Died. That was a lot. That was a lot of information. There was something, I had a short section of kind of spoiler discussion because there was something from the manga that was out of order with how they did it in the anime. So I talked about that a little bit, but we ended up getting kind of the full download on that by the end of the episode, the after credits scene, about when Hikaru came over and to see Yoshiki at night and kind of never entered, and he was just like, hey, and he was like acting really weird, and Yoshiki didn't really see him, and then he was like, never mind, I'm going home. And then the next day, Yoshiki is like, hey, what was up with that? And he says, my memory's hazy. I wonder, there are two possibilities. His memory could actually be hazy because when Unuki-sama, like, fully kind of takes over, that instinct takes over, maybe it makes him, like, black out for a moment. So that could be the truth. Or he could be kind of lying because he's upset and embarrassed about the fact that he almost, like, slipped up and could have, like, tried to kill Yoshiki again, could have tried to, like, eat his soul again. And he could just be like, I'm not going to tell him what was really happening there. But it could be either way. I could believe that he's like having sort of like where he blacks out and he's not fully aware when that happens, because that would make sense. But we got a lot of info in this episode, and they're maybe going to talk to Yoshiki's dad about Hikaru's dad and about the Indo family. Now, I wonder how Yoshiki will like explain like why he's asking these questions. But I'm hoping this could be a way that Yoshiki and his father could like get close again, because I guess when like Yoshiki was like a little kid, things were fine. And it does seem like after Hikaru's father died, that's when Yoshiki's relationship with his father like went down the tubes. Like it seems like, oh, his father couldn't handle it, and then they kind of like stopped talking because of that. That's very interesting. I know there is a theory that Yoshiki's father was in love with Hikaru's father. We know Hikaru's Hikaru's father is Indo Kohei, but I don't know Yoshiki's father's name. Wait, what is their family name? Sujimaka? So he's Sujimaka something, but I'm just gonna call him Yoshiki's father. There is a theory, and I was like, that seems like it might be reaching. Like, they could have a close relationship without it being romantic. But it would be really crazy if he was in love with Hikaru's father, and then meanwhile we have Yoshiki and Hikaru. Like, that would be pretty nuts. But there would be something kind of satisfying about that. But I don't know if that's what's happening. Like, regardless, they had a close relationship. And I do think, Kohei dying was the thing that, like, messed up Yoshiki's father's relationship with Yoshiki. But I think that regardless of whether they were close friends or there was something more going on, I don't know. I just always see that floated as, like, a fan theory. So that's just, like, interesting to me. But this was a great episode for just, like, further delving into the mysteries, and we actually learned a lot. And all this time I had been thinking, yeah, there's some sort of head cutting off ritual, but, like, I wanted to know how it started. And I guess there doesn't have to be some, like, amazingly complex, amazingly logical explanation, like, of why the first person decided to cut the first person's head off. It was just because famine and starvation and horrible things were happening, and people would think, like, oh, there's this god or there's this spirit. And maybe there was a thought of, like, well, it almost like it accepted the aborted fetuses as an offering. So maybe if we kill a living person, it would accept that as an offering, and maybe that would be an even stronger offering. Like, maybe that was the thought process. I can see how we got there. Like, part of me is like, oh, there's got to be more to it. But there doesn't really have to be more to it, right? Like, people are suffering, and without access to, like, more knowledge that we have now, and just, like, in the time period in a small village, like, superstitions, people need an explanation for things. It makes sense that people come to the conclusion of, like, offerings, of sacrificing people. What it seems like is that a member of the Indo family line way back during this time was maybe the first person to cut someone's head off and give it as offering. And maybe that's why it's the Indo family curse to carry on sort of, like, apologizing for this. But it is interesting because it's like, did Nonuki or Unuki or whatever it was called, did it ever actually ask for this? Did it ever need any of this, right? Because Hikaru is like, well, I don't remember wanting that, or, like, I didn't want that. And he doesn't have access to all of the Unuki-sama, like, memories. So I don't know if that's true, but it does feel like to me that people made this assumption that it wanted these offerings, and it probably didn't even want or need these offerings. And that's probably part of why this curse got started in the first place, to be kind of like, I didn't need that, and now you're just causing needless suffering, and that's terrible, so curse you, you know what I mean? And there's still the natural element, I think, that's there somewhere, like way back when Tanaka said something about, the corporation was gonna alter the land and we stopped them. So there's, like, human suffering, and there's a natural element somewhere there too. God, it's so interesting. There are now only 2 more episodes left of the season, so only 2 more weeks. And that will be it for season 1. And I swear I think that if the manga is going to have 10 volumes, and the pace that it's gone, with everything I've heard, the anime should be 2 seasons of 12 episodes each. And I swear to God, I've heard a lot of hype about this anime. I feel like a lot of people are watching this anime. And when anime is on Netflix, I feel like it does often get a lot of attention. So I'm really, really hoping that this anime has gotten enough attention that they're definitely going to have a season 2. Because I'm just like, please, we need a season 2. Just, like, more than anything, I do not want this to get canceled. And it's just the way things are now. I normally wouldn't expect that. I normally would think, yeah, of course there's going to be a season 2. But you just never know with things like that. Just the way these industries are. One thing I'm very curious to see is how they'll wrap up the season. If they will end episode 12 on, like, a cliffhanger of sorts. Or if they'll have sort of, like, a satisfying mini conclusion to tide everybody over until the next season. That'll be really interesting. Just like, it's just something that I find interesting in TV shows in general, what they decide to do with each season ending and with finales and like how they go about that. So I'm really curious about that. I'm really excited to read the next part of the manga that I now get to read since I watched this next episode and see how far in I get with that, because I'm now in volume 5 and I don't know if this season is going to dip into volume 6 a little bit or if they'll just stretch out volume 5 enough to kind of fit over these last 3 episodes. So that will be interesting. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, this is eSoup, signing out.